Hi, Falcon. So, welcome to remote teaching. So, as you can see, I'm not at home. I'm now in room 311. Okay, so make sure that you mute for now your screen and do not share anything. Okay, now, first things first, some reminders, very good news, right? So, you can now be vaccinated. So, take the chance, okay? Now, what are we going to do today? Now, let's see what I have here. Or what is in line uh, for us this week. So let me just present this on a bigger scale, okay? So this would be our meeting. So Tuesday, I will be with the grade nines. Wednesday would be with the sevens, and Thursday would be with the grade eights. So this is just an exemption for the week. Normally, I would be meeting with the grade nines on a Friday. It just happens that I have a medical appointment this Friday. Okay. Now, I'm going to do some remote teaching. I'm doing it live, although this is also being recorded in case you were not paying attention or maybe you got distracted during our Google Meet. Maybe you need to go to the washroom or take a water break, right? So this is for you as well. But more importantly, for the others who are unable to attend Google Meet for one reason or the other. So this is true for all of my classes, whether you are in grade 7, grade 8, or grade 9. I have a general topic on atoms and molecules. So we will start to learn how to count atoms and molecules. Now, try and think of atoms as the element. And there are so many elements in the periodic table. Now, when we combine elements together, we form a compound. Now, in the last Kahoot, methane gas is mentioned. Now, what is methane? So, this is a little bit of info here. It says here most methane emissions come directly or indirectly from us humans or even animals, right? Some methane is natural, it's released by decaying vegetation and by the bacteria in wetlands and swamps. But most sources of methane are of human origin livestock and farming, decay in landfills, leakage from the oil and the gas industry. Now, interestingly, I hope you can see this now. The formula for methane gas is C for carbon, H for hydrogen. So CH4. So a molecular formula tells us the number of atoms, and that's the subscript. So the subscript is that number written in smaller size, right? And molecules, the coefficient usually in front of the formula. So the idea of coefficient was also taken up in math, right? Usually, if you have something like 2x, the number 2 there would be your coefficient, right? So let us move on. So I want you to listen and pay attention now to me. And it says it, look at the whiteboard. So I will be doing that also, right? So if I have this, for instance, CH4. So the number 4 is the subscript. And sometimes there is no number in front of the formula. So there is an understood one as the coefficient. So here, for instance, 2 would be what? The coefficient. And of course, 4 is still the subscript. And 3 would be the coefficient here. And 4 would be the subscript. Now, I want you to just take note. I hope you can see this, right? So the 4 is the subscript, and that subscript tells us about the number of atoms. The coefficient or the number before the formula tells us about the number of molecules. So let's move on. Get a loose leaf now and write down all of this. Okay? So I'll give you time to do that. And let me just stop sharing. So just be ready with this and we will talk more about this when I come back.